Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven, and this is Rimworld B18, and today we are back with our stormtroopers. So our basic story is this. Our dino-riding stormtroopers have dropped on a planet to wipe out the rebel scum. To run from base to base and try to kill as many of them and pirates as possible in an attempt to take over our world for our lovely Imperial and other friendly alliance factions. So lots of pirates, lots of rebels. Clearly we're not going to kill them all out. But I thought what we would do is we would kind of start here and maybe try to get this group and work our way this way and into the rebels. We could at least maybe clean out this little peninsula here. So that is our end goal. We're going to work our way up and kind of take out most of this along the way. Whether we'll get all of these or not, or whether we'll kind of jump a little bit more, I haven't decided yet. We'll just kind of see how the game plays itself. Now, I can make factions hostile when they're on the map. I can make factions neutral when they're on the map. I cannot make factions friendly, unfortunately. Now, at some point, we're going to get some Imperial guys that are going to show up and they're going to ask for money. I'm hoping we have enough money. I left us 2,000 gold. We're not going to spend any of it till those guys show up and we pay the toll. And then hopefully that means that they will be friendly with us. They may continue to show up and ask for taxes. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. The first rebel group that shows up, we will make hostile. We can do that using the debug tool. We can go in and make a faction hostile. Unfortunately, I can't do it from here or within the faction thing, which would make sense to be able to just click it here. But it won't let me do that. So we'll have to do it individually when they show up. That is going to be the plan. Now, our intrepid dino-riding stormtroopers, you can see there's no dinosaurs here because Imperial bureaucracy, being what it is, screwed up and instead dropped them with dino eggs, not dinosaurs. So I think the eggs are hiding, oh, they're right here. So those are, and those were not the dinosaurs I thought we were getting. We may have to change that. Did I click the wrong thing? I think we're going to have to change that. Hold on. That's a mistake. Menu. Let's see. Options. Debug mode. This one? That's logs. Let's go here. So first of all, you can see somewhere in here is our make faction neutral, make faction hostile. We'll use that to convert factions a little bit to how we want. And of course, I thought it was going to rain and be cloudy. The clouds have rolled in. Now the sun's coming back out, so we'll see if that screws up our recording. I am using the webcam today, so I can actually see how that works. But so we'll use those as we need to adjust things. But let's go ahead and somewhere there's a tool spawning. Try place near thing. So we were supposed to drop with 6 Tyrannosaurus Rex eggs. Not Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops eggs. See if I can find eggs. Find hides. Oh, here we go. Triceratops eggs. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then these, we'll just... Can we get rid of those? Is there a tool for that? Spawn, place, direct, make filth. Damage to death. Is there just a damage? Damage to legs. I don't want to damage a person. I want to destroy an item. You'd think there would be, huh? Damage apparel. I don't know. I'm sure it's in there, and I'm sure we looked right at it, but I don't see it. Explosion. I guess we could just do an explosion on it. Oh, here we go. Tool, destroy. There we go. So let's go ahead and get back out of the debug menu now that we've made our change here. Development mode off. There we go. All right. So what we need to do then is we need to live long enough to hatch our dinosaurs and to train them up, and then we can go riding and see what we can do. So initially we've got our we need to go ahead and minimize that real fast. Well, here, let's turn on display capture. Let's open Opera. Let's find our, I guess I don't have it saved. YouTube subscriber list. I think down here somewhere. This is the one we want. Sorry about this. I thought I was all ready, and it turns out I'm not. So paste and go. There we go. Now what we're going to do is, I've got my list of people here. Brand new fresh list. Let's go new list. Oh, edit list. I guess that's what we wanted. We're going to delete those. We're going to paste everybody in there. I should probably do this like alphabetical or something at some point. Slickson is in there. Good. All right, Slickson. So you are on the list. This is the same one I did last time. He said last time he didn't see his name on there, and it was entirely possible I messed that up. But we're going to submit right just like this. So they've taken our first 50. The Class Tools Fruit Machine. What's that? That means Slickson probably isn't in there. Class Tools. Random name generator. That's not really what I want. I want a random name picker. I had one of these. Class Tools. Oh, random org, I think. Right, so if we go, so we can paste here, then so what we're going to do is we're just going to randomize. There we go. We're going to take the top 50 people. Is that how we're going to do it? I'd tell you what, let's just take the list here. I know you guys are all going to kind of see if your odds are getting into the game are good or bad from this list, but we'll just kind of copy this here and we'll just work our way through. So one big roll, that gets us who we want. I'm going to come down to my standard sub list here. We'll put everybody in there. And now I know our first 4 people are going to be Cookies, Magnus, Sandler Home, Lord Tannose, and I guess that's it. That's 4, right? Wow, CJ, man, you get all the luck. You're in all of them. I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest. We kill you in all sorts of horrible ways. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way real fast. I'm going to close this, and we are going to try to figure out what I'm doing here. Let's turn off the display capture again. Let me get my list so I know what I'm doing. And we'll start right here with character names. And we have Cookies. FMS. Okay. Welcome to the game, Cookies. And this one is going to be Magnus. Iber07. Welcome to the game, Magnus. And Sandler Home. Welcome to the game, Sandler. And Lord Tannose, who I actually made. Help if I could spell here. Just like that. Just like that. Welcome to the game, sir. All right, you are our NCO based on you ended up with the NCO armor, and you're the surgeon. So let's take a look really fast at our map. I didn't quite go the full big map because I don't plan on living on this map forever. We plan on moving from place to place. I do really like those, and I considered riding the Muffalonts instead, and they are really awesome. But I decided to go with dinosaurs, and there we go. All right, so I think we just build a base kind of right here in the middle. We have some nice little growing areas here, so we could put some hay and some food in. I do have a few meals. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We do see that we have the war between the Rebel Alliance and the Galactic Empire going on. So I think first thing first, we build two structures. First of all, we build a sleeping structure for us, a little bit of a barracks. Maybe, let's see, we're going to need... trying to think of how big it needs to be initially. Let's cancel this really fast, and let's do a little bit of planning here. I don't normally do a lot of that, so if we do say this is going to be growing area here. Got some. Are these fruit or flowers? They're flowers. Okay, so I don't really care too much about that, although they do add beauty. I guess we could kind of build. We have docks, so we can block some of these things off with walls. So we could kind of maybe fortify this area and farm this area. So let's go here. So I'm going to need at least some bedrooms, and I don't think these bedrooms need to be huge. Maybe let's just do a stockpile right here. This will be our stockpile room initially. All right, so we'll just kind of, bam, stockpile. There we go. And then we may as well, structure-wise, put some walls around that, because we are going to need that. And I'll put a door maybe right here for that for now. And we may as well do a zone for that as well. And for now, this is just everything. Storage, allow all, no rotten. There we go. We got some berries in there too. As long as we're here doing orders, let's harvest those berries out. There we go. So that's going to be our initial storage, which means we'll probably do like a kitchen right off of here at some point. Maybe a kitchen there. I'll make it kitchen / dining room, make it a little bit bigger, something like that. So that will be that. We'll do that later. And then that's all fairly close to our fields and stuff, so that's not too bad. And then we could go ahead and structures put another door in, say right there. Oh wait, so now we're gonna need some bedrooms for us, and we're gonna need a stable for our eggs. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe we'll just start doing some, it's a little bit of a walk. But ultimately, I know I want to be able to block these off. Let's go ahead and build a wall here. Let's go back to this here, and we'll figure out kind of how big we want bedrooms. Four by 5, maybe, something like that. That worked out pretty well, and that will block that section off. So structure. Whoops. We want walls here. And we'll put doors in this corner of each of them. Yeah, and then we can smooth this wall at some point. Well, we'll just cue it up now. There we go. So that will be, and initially this is all we're going to do. We're just going to do that. And we're going to go ahead and, at least for now, I'm just going to put some sleeping spots in here for now. There we go. So everybody's got a sleeping spot. It's not necessarily going to be under the roof at one point. And then I think we kind of go ahead and we just finish off our structure zone here. And we kind of make... And this will be our initial, what's the word? Our stable. That's the word I'm looking for. And we'll put that door right there. And at some point, we're going to need some sleeping beds. And we'll just do straw sleeping bags. And we'll just put... Oh. It's going to have to be bigger. That's what I just learned. It's going to have to be bigger because I need 6 of them. That's how many eggs we have. So let's go ahead and cancel that. I don't think we're going to be able to build the wall there, are we? Can't quite get the wall that far, so... That means we are going to have to mine some of this, but that's okay. That's okay. We clearly want to mine a big chunk of this anyway. So if we have to mine back a little bit, we mine back a little bit. I'm okay with that. So for now, I think that's our basic deal. And I think then we can go ahead and remove those plans anyway. We'll leave our kitchen plans up. And then, like I say, we'll kind of maybe do some bridges through here, and then we can wall these sections off. So we've got like a nice little bit of water in there. And then down here, we can start to grow some food, maybe right here. We are going to want a dumping stockpile at some point as well. I think for now, we just put it right here. This would be for mostly just for, let's do chunks. Brent Sutherland is subscribed to you on YouTube. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate the subscription. And then I think also stone blocks. And steel, because we can put. I think we can put those outside, and then we'll go preferred for those, and then we can kind of move those. Okay, so I think that we need to get a growing zone going here. You know what? This whole thing is going to be rice. This whole little deal there is going to be rice. So let's just go ahead and we're going to make that rice. I know that's kind of, you know, cheating a little bit. And then we're going to need hay at one point, straw. So I'm going to go ahead and build kind of a growing zone down here as well. And we're going to make that some hay grass if I can find it. Low shrubs. Hay grass. And then maybe we'll also do one small one here for some medicine. And for now, I think that's it. Heal root. I don't even know if we have that. We do not yet. So we'll get to there at some point, and then these don't have to be moved. That was an accident. So let's hit go. I mean, I've only been talking for, 18 minutes and we haven't done anything yet. And we'll see what happens here. Oh, and initially, nothing. There we go. All right, and these need to be hauled urgently. Those are our eggs. Do I want? Well, we'll put them in here for now because this is going to be a protected area, and then we'll move them up into the stall at some point. There we go. Look at that. That be harvested too? Not quite yet. All right, so at least initially here, we have managed to get a little storeroom all built. That's good. We're moving. We're going to do some planting. I haven't even looked at our work schedule here yet. Stuff's happening though right now, so I don't think we need to. I think we just kind of let people do what they want to do. We are going to need to chop some trees down. Some of that's going to happen just as a matter of course, but I'm going to go ahead and give a chop wood kind of right through here, because we know we kind of want to get them out of this growing zone area. This might be mud here instead of rich soil. Oh, it's rich soil. We know they're going to need to be moved out of there anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that as we continue to do some of this. Look at that. We might have bedrooms a whole lot faster than I expected, to be honest, guys. So while they're building stuff, let's take a look at our characters. Cookies. You were a shopkeeper and a veterinarian before joining up with the Corps here. Chemical interest. You're trigger happy because you're a stormtrooper. I think I gave our PCs something like an 80% chance of trigger happy. I made sure that everybody loves animals and everybody loves shooting. Almost everybody already at least liked shooting, and a couple people loved animals. So I didn't really have to add too much. I didn't adjust any of the numbers. They are what they are. So anyway, so this is Cookies. Pretty decent at medicine. Obviously good at animals and likes animals. That came from the veterinarian, and good at shooting. So health-wise, let's go ahead and make sure we turn on self-heal there. Magnus, Underworld Army brat, that makes sense, and a mechanics engineer, right? Perfect skill set to join up with the Stormtroopers. He is a prostaphobe, teetotaler, and trigger happy. So he's a little bit of a sanctimonious asshole. I mean, I think we can kind of go out of our way and say that here. But he loves shooting because they all love shooting. He loves animals because they all love animals. He actually legitimately loves cooking and crafting. He will probably be both initially. And he also is a very good construction guy. So medicine for him is a 0, so he will not be self-medicating. All right, Sandler home here. A story writer and a geologist. A little bit more of an interesting backstory for him, but that's okay. He ends up here. He's psychically sensitive. Trigger happy and chemical interest. He is kind of that sensitive artist type. I mean, that's really, I think, what led us here initially. And then he, trying to find a job, he went geology, and it just didn't quite pay off. A geology degree doesn't get you much unless you go all the way, right? So he ended up in the Corps as well. He loves mining, though. He took that geology love, and he is going to be our big miner. He also loves growing, which is interesting. That's good. We need that. A little bit artistic. We already said that. Intellectual, he might be doing our researching, also animals and shooting, and medicine. So we can go ahead and make sure that he also self-tends. And then we have Lord Tannose here, who is our surgeon, actually. Underworld urchin, worked hard, got to where he got, accepted some money from the Imperial government to go to school, to become a surgeon. And that, a little bit like Rotzi has made sure that he had to join the military afterwards. So he's our NCO, he's the boss. Too smart. He's that herb world urchin that managed to become a doctor. You need a little bit of that. Psychically sensitive and trigger happy. Loves to shoot. I didn't have to do anything for him. He just likes to shoot. Animals, medicine, crafting, artistic. I think we got a pretty good group here. And let's make sure that we turn on that for him. So we're rolling through things here pretty quick. We're getting some stuff planted. We're getting some trees cut. We have... I think next is maybe we start to build some of these walls. Oh, the mail lady's here. We're about to hear some dogs barking. I pretty much guarantee it. As soon as they hear the mailbox clink shut, they didn't notice her walking up, although Shorty sits in front of the bedroom window, so that may change here in a minute. We're going to get lucky? Nope. Nope, we did not. That's enough, Copper. Be nice. Good girl. What do you think, Copper? Huh? Is that the mail lady? All right. So, stuff is growing. Stuff's going on up here. We're going to need to do some mining. We know that. I thought we saw some other little chunks down here. The question is, do we mine out that chunk first, or do we know we need this chunk here? So let's go ahead and we'll mine that out, and then we'll build our walls back in as we need to. And I think as long as we're mining that section, let's kind of maybe go this far back, and then we can build the wall there to finish that up. I think that will work fine. All right, so now everybody's got that. Let's go ahead and we'll try to make some beds as well. So we'll go furniture, double bed, bam, 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 bam. There we go. Probably a power source is next. And then, and we need a joy source. Well, we gotta, initially, we'll just start with our standard. put a couple of those down. When we get some cloth, we're not growing any. Maybe we give ourselves a poker table. Oh, kitchen. We need to build a kitchen next, actually. We'll wait for some of this to happen here. We're almost out of food, so kitchen is probably important here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to, production-wise, I'm going to drop down a butcher table. How about... right there. And we're going to put down a... electric stove right there. And now we're going to need a power source. And, if I can find it. I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of those there. A battery in here. Something like that. I don't have to connect that, right? There we go. Again, food's an issue already. But we can do some harvesting. I'm sure we've got some berries and stuff out there. Copper, that's enough, baby. Mail lady's walking back down the other side of the street now. Oh, no. Just somebody with a baby carriage. Just somebody walking. And now that we're all awake, and the sun's really coming out now. Give me a second here. I think I need to close a curtain a little bit so we don't quite get as much glare. There we go. Okay. I thought for sure with the rain expected and stuff, I could leave the window open and see outside for a change. Get a lot done. Get our power sources up and running. Then we can go do some hunting, like for this guy right here, for instance. Add bill, butcher creature, do forever. And then here, add bill, cook simple meal, do until about 60, pause when satisfied. Oh, we don't care about that. Well, we can lower that down a little bit. I don't think it matters. And then unpause it, say 20. And we may as well build some air conditioning in because we can do that this time. Yay, us. Temperature. Cooler. There we go. Got some visitors coming in. Oh, that was us shooting that. All right, visitors. All right. So if we click on them, we can go guest. We can try to entertain. Let's make that our default. I don't know. Let's not recruit anybody quite yet, right? Because we want the Imperial to like us. Okay, a fee of 100 silver, yearly income tax of 20% of all silver earned. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's actually a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. So we paid our taxes. Do we have components? And let's see, who was our miner is Sandler. Sandler, I need you to come mine this for me. I know you're growing, and that's excellent, but we really need component. No. You're gonna come here and mine. Because we need components for the air. No. Here, we might finally have to turn on priorities for him. Mining. There. Let's get some components out of the way, and then you can go back to doing whatever. One more. How many is that? 2. That should give us enough for that. My God, buddy. You refuse to work. Come on. And now you're going to haul them. And then, there we go. Now you can go back to doing whatever else you're doing. and we'll go back to work, and we'll let you do whatever you want to work on here. There we go. So may as well turn on firefight, turn on patient, turn on doctor for those that can do it. Bed rest, haul, flick. And I think for now we just go with the standards beyond that. There's no need to really mess with anything. I think we'll be okay. Copper, what are you crying about? That's enough, baby. All right, Cookies thinks we should have a faction name. And we also need a community name. Well, clearly we're Dino Squadron. Dino Squadron. And you know what? I grew up in a little town in Montana called Miles City, which one of the prototypical Tyrannosaurus Rex skeletons came out of the ground very close to there in the Badlands of Montana. And obviously, if you're into paleontology, you know that the Badlands of Montana and the Dakotas are where we find our Alberta. I think it's Alberta that's right above us there. Is where we find a lot of our dinosaurs, our Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Sioux came out of, I think, South Dakota. So that's where our dinosaurs come from. So I'm going to call this Miles City after the town I grew up in. And that is, you know, the home of Triceratops as far as I'm concerned. If you ever get up to Montana, I highly recommend, if you're in the western half anyway, you go to Bozeman and you check out the museum there at the university. They are the premier dinosaur museum in the world as far as I'm concerned. The paleontologist that Jurassic Park is based on works there as well. In fact, I took a class on museology from him, which is an excellent class. There we go, get an air conditioner built. Anyway, let's see, how are we up to? We are at 31 minutes. So I think we go ahead, I'm going to end this episode right here, but I'm going to record at least one and maybe two episodes kind of back to back to back here as we go. We'll get a little bit of this one done, so I get a little bit of fulfillment. We haven't starved to death. We haven't died yet. That's all excellent. I've got some air conditioning on. I probably need to turn on some more hunting. And what is this? Nymph hair. It's mature. Is it? I don't know if that means it's harvestable. It doesn't give me a harvest. Like a bush can be mature. I guess we just leave it alone. We got there. Sunflowers. I guess they're just plants. Some flowers. I got a bunch of flower mods on, so I think we can hunt a turkey. What's that? Anthurium. And all this stuff needs to be hauled as well. Let's put that on. How about we add a couple turkeys to our hunting list? And we call it a day there. And we'll end this episode here. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying. Thumbs up if you are. Thumbs down if you don't. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. And we will see you next time. Cheers.